Hello everyone, it's Ian63, and I finally finished and 100%ed Donkey Kong Bananza, and I got the true ending. And to show you proof that I did, which if I go to screenshots, which is right here, here it is. I got the true ending. This is what the true ending looks like. You have to collect all the bananas and, feed them to all 5 of the gods, Kong, zebra, ostrich, elephant, and snake. And then you go through one final challenge, which is that same thing that it swallowed up Paulina. Well, no, it wasn't evil. It was just controlled by Void-Kong. But now that Void-Kong is dead, it pretty much hosted this one big, music party. I'm actually going to explain what the screenshots I took. Yeah, which is this. And this was probably so hard, but it was a fun hard, actually, and I enjoyed it. And also, I kind of like the reference. I think this was either a Super Mario World reference, since Super Mario World had that Tumbler stage. Sorry, had that final stage where it also said thank you. So I'm not sure if that was a reference or not. But hey, my 2 favorite video games kind of meeting in one place. Okay, but anyways, back to my overall final conclusion, farewell thoughts on Donkey Kong Bananza's true ending. But yeah, this was amazing. Honestly, the true ending was very emotional, and the music that was playing through the credits made. Sorry for it being a bit loud. Let me just turn out a bit. But it was even more emotional now that I was officially done with Donkey Kong Bananza. This time the true real ending and stuff, and 100%ed it. I'm sorry if it took this long, guys. It was just so long, but it was fun. I had a good time and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, this is now even more emotional and stuff, and even more sad and stuff, because now that I finished this game, once and for all finale, and yeah. So, my overall final thoughts on Donkey Kong Bonanza is, I honestly just want to say, Nintendo, thank you so much for just making one of the best video games of all time. Yeah, here's the true ending. Paulina singing, Donkey Kong is jumping, and of course the crowd is, congratulating her singing, her amazing singing and stuff. Because obviously this is a prequel to Super Mario Odyssey, not a sequel. So, I think in Super Mario Odyssey there was a cutscene of her saying that about getting captured and stuff. I think that might be a reference to this game, although do note Odyssey came first. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, pretty much. So yeah. And after that, that's basically Donkey Kong Bonanza and stuff. And yeah, so overall, I'm going to give one final farewell and a bit of a thank you to Nintendo for making one of the best video games they ever made since Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, and Super Mario Galaxy Duology, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Odyssey, and now Donkey Kong Bonanza. So yeah. Thank you, Nintendo. This video game was amazing, honestly, and I had fun with it from start to finish. And the true ending was just even much, much better than the regular ending and stuff. And yeah, pretty much. So thank you, Nintendo, for making Donkey Kong Bonanza. I honestly cannot say how amazing this video game was, honestly. And of course, credit goes to Pack Attack 040A2 and Beard Bear and stuff. Thank you too, of course. I used your guys' playthroughs to help me get through all the bananas and stuff, defeat the gods and 100% and get the true ending and stuff, and the final stage and stuff. Thank you, YouTube. Credit goes to both of you, even though you guys kind of post the gameplay before the release date, so you guys kind of spoil it. I can at least be thankful that you guys post a full documentation guide of how to get through, how to 100%, games like Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Mario Wonder and Mario Odyssey, and get the true endings of those games and stuff. Oh, except for Market World, they didn't have a true ending, but yeah. But thank you guys. You too. You guys deserve credit and stuff, and yeah. And yeah, that was my, I think, review on Donkey Kong Bonanza. Now, I do want to give one more also conclusion. I hope Donkey Kong Bonanza wins Game of the Year 2025. Now, I don't know yet because there's massive competition, like Doom the Dark Ages, Yakuza Pirates. I forgot the name of that game. Was it Yakuza Pirates? Pirate Yakuza? I don't know. And then there's that a new Black Myth Wukong game coming. No, I don't think, is it related with Black Myth Wukong? I don't know, but yeah. And then there's Claire Expeditional 33, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, Advent Neon, Everhood 2, Rift of the Necrodancer, especially with its DLCs. I think there was a Miko DLC that came out. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Miko DLC that came out, I believe, last month. And another 2025 video game I forgot. I don't remember. I think I might have forgot one, but it's probably an obscure indie game probably, and I'm talking about like the AAA and indie games that are the AAA games and indie games that are like popular and stuff. But I hope this wins Game of the Year. It may not win, but Astrobot won last year of 2024, and it was a 3D platforming video game. So it only makes sense that Donkey Kong Bananza wins Game of the Year 2025 since it's also a 3D platforming video game. But yeah, I just hope the game wins, Game of the Year 2025. Thank you, Nintendo, again, for making this amazing 100 out of 10 perfect video game masterpiece. And I don't normally give, like, that high of a rating for a video game, aside from Super Mario World. But Donkey Kong Bananza, chef kiss, just amazing. But yeah, that's going to conclude it. That's my final farewell review of Donkey Kong Bananza. I'm honestly really sad that I have to say goodbye and farewell to this game, because I love this video game from start to finish. And yeah, but thank you, Donkey Kong Bananza. The regular ending was amazing, and the true ending was even better. And yeah, I might play Super Mario Odyssey after this, because now this is motivating me to play Mario Odyssey. And it may make that game a lot more better to play now and stuff, and yeah. So thank you, Nintendo, for Donkey Kong Bananza, and yeah, farewell, Donkey Kong Bananza. Thank you so much, Donkey Kong Bananza, for being amazing. And yeah, alright guys, so this is Ian63 saying farewell. I hope you guys enjoyed my final farewell review on Donkey Kong Bananza, where I got the true, real ending and stuff, and yeah. Farewell, Donkey Kong Bananza. Thank you for the 100 out of 10 memories, and yeah. Farewell, Donkey Kong Bananza. I will miss you so much, but yeah. Farewell, Donkey Kong Bananza. Game of the Year 2025. Farewell, Donkey Kong Bananza.